Very few things are as fun in gaming as well-designed gunfighting combat, as proven by the shooter genre ruling the video game industry for most of its existence. Over the years, game developers have introduced us to hundreds, if not thousands, of unique and distinct guns of all shapes and sizes to mow down our enemies, or in some strange cases, looking at you, Ratchet & Clank, making them dance to death. We combed through a list of a bunch of our favorites, whether by appearance, gameplay design, or even the nostalgia factor, and pitted them against each other to see which ones came out on top. This is our list of the top 10 best guns in all of gaming. Number 10, the MIRV experimental launcher from Fallout. What's better than raining down a miniature nuclear bomb on a few poor unsuspecting super mutants out in the wasteland? How about using a launcher that fires 6 of them at the same time? There isn't a single enemy in the game that can withstand the might of a fully armed MIRV, and boy is it fun to watch what remains of them go hurtling into the lower atmosphere. The only reason that this ridiculous radiation dispenser isn't higher on the list is the high probability that at some point you will probably accidentally join your enemies as one of its well-done victims. Number 9, the Needler from Halo. There's a reason why the expression "fear the pink mist" was told among countless Marines in the fiction of the Halo universe. Although commonly held by the literal grunts of the Covenant army, and therefore really not all that well utilized, in the hands of the player, especially in a multiplayer setting, the Needler is legendary for being deadly for noob and pro alike. Although the weapon has proven to be equally as upsetting for many veterans of the series, there is no denying that aside from perhaps the energy sword, there may be no more an iconic weapon than the Needler itself. Number 8, the BFG 9000 from Doom. While the full name of this weapon can't really bear repeating on this platform, we can certainly show you its destructive power in all of its glory. This gun is so popular in gaming as a whole that many shooters have their own versions of it, or have even gone as far as to parody it outright. While different games in the Doom series have explained its power as either being of human or demonic origin, every version remains just as powerful and sought after as the last. Those demons weren't really having a good day to begin with, but when the Slayer gets a hold of a shoulder-mounted super weapon, their afternoon seems to take a turn for the worse. Number 7, the Lancer from Gears of War. Usually, a gimmick weapon within a game is nothing more than that, a weapon that exists in games only and could serve no real purpose outside of them. But the Lancer has me thinking, why wouldn't that work to some extent in real life? Perhaps it's because we have yet to face a horrifying monstrosity emerging from giant holes in the ground to overtake our planet, and as such we would not feel bad rending their upper halves in two? Or maybe because having a gas-powered chainsaw mounted to a weapon that uses gunpowder as its ammunition could be really bad for the wielder. I'm not really sure, but what I do know is that within the confines of the Gears of War series, there isn't anything quite like revving up the Lancer and charging headfirst into a swarm of locusts. Number 6, the Arm Cannon from Metroid. I first started my journey as Samus Aran in the early 2000s hit series Metroid Prime, which switched the side-scrolling perspective of the originals with a modern first-person view. While many may have been skeptical of this new approach, it quickly became a fan favorite and largely in part to how well the arm cannon was implemented into gameplay. Serving as both a weapon, a grappling hook, and a means by which new paths could be opened to the player, the arm cannon felt iconic and intuitive in the way that the original games had always intended for it to be seen. Strafing around an enemy while charging up a killing blow on a space pirate will simply never not be fun. Number 5, the Gravity Gun from Half-Life. What would you like to be your ammunition today? A saw blade? A 2x4? The body of a man who has been turned into a zombie by a giant crab-like creature? All of this and more is possible using the power of the Gravity Gun from the revolutionary Half-Life games from Valve. The Gravity Gun sits in that rare category of not only being a valuable weapon for the player, but also one of their chief resources in puzzle solving and traversal through trickier terrain. It may not feel like much to anyone who has only been gaming for a short time, but the effects that this game, and this gun in particular, had on the industry is still being felt and seen today. Number 4, the Golden Gun from 007 Goldeneye. Ordinarily, having a one-shot, one-kill gun in a game is a recipe for disaster, as most gamers would see using it as a total lack of skill. But given the fact that it was a real challenge just to aim anything at all in James Bond's video game debut, we tend to give this one a little bit of a pass. Racing to be the first one to grab hold of this metallic masterpiece was always a blast, and running from whoever should be so fortunate while trying to ambush them as the underdog made some of the best memories for gamers of that generation. Number 3. The M6 pistol from Halo. It may seem odd that in a video game set in an alternate, more advanced future with advanced military weapons and alien artillery in abundance, that a simple sidearm would outdo them all, but anyone who has spent much time playing the original Halo game will tell you that there was nothing quite like mastering the headshot with the tried and true M6 pistol. The gun's sound effects in particular were perfect, and made the gun feel heavy and powerful, while the sleek rounded slide made the gun feel very futuristic, yet recognizable all the same. Switching to your sidearm in Halo wasn't just faster, it was downright better. Number 2, the Portal gun from Portal. The cake might have been a lie, but do you know what definitely wasn't? The Portal gun from the game of the same name being one of the best guns to grace a TV screen or monitor, and all without ever firing a single bullet. GLaDOS may have given you what she thought to be a simple tool to help you carry out experiments, but what she didn't know is that soon you would be using it to escape, solve her deadly puzzles, defeat her army of moody sentry turrets, and tear her to pieces, throwing every piece into a fire. But don't worry, I have a strange feeling that she won't even be angry with you about it. Number 1, the double-barreled shotgun from Doom. Sometimes things are deemed to be classics because they have stood the test of time while also maintaining a faithful following from collectors or admirers of what has come before. And sometimes things are called classics because they are the very definition of what anything of that type is supposed to be. The double-barreled shotgun from the Doom series manages to be both of these definitions at the same time, as well as being absolutely awesome to use. Whether using the pixelated 1993 original or the newest rendition from Doom: The Dark Ages, I don't think anything in all of gaming has managed to capture the simple pleasure of mowing down demon spawn one after another with this overpowered boomstick. Well, that was our list of the top 10 best guns in all of gaming. Do you agree with our list, or would yours look a little bit different? Sound off in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.